The Christmas decorating continues, and in today's video, you are in for a treat. I'm going to be adding a few more touches in the kitchen, and if you happen to struggle with styling console tables, then I will share an easy DIY that will make a huge statement. I'll share how I styled mine and how you can get some ideas to style your own. And then lastly, we'll move on to the dining room table. Creating a beautiful tablescape has always been a bit challenging for me, especially with small kids, but I think we nailed it this time, and I'll show you how easy it was to make. But let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm sharing all of my best decor tips to help make your space unique and beautiful. So go ahead and subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. The first thing I'm gonna do is grab this little tree. It's from Target, and this Mackenzie Childs planter pot that I got in one of my kitchen updates video, and just add a little tree in there. I added a cute little snow globe over here in the corner. I also have something super cool to share with y'all. I am going to add a super sentimental piece of decor on the kitchen counter, and that is the Pexar digital picture frame. And thank you to Pexar for sponsoring today's video. The Pexar is the best frame for friends and family. It is an all-encompassing replacement for traditional picture frames. You can see here the glare, and it obviously only holds one picture. But the Pexar has 2K anti-glare, excellent picture quality, and super clear viewing. It is super easy to set up, and it's not like any other digital picture frame, because with the Pexar digital frame, it allows you to share pictures with your friends and family. After you select Add New Friend, you'll get a special code that you're going to share with your friend or family member. This could be an excellent gift, especially for grandparents if you are wanting to send updated photos of your kids directly to their digital frame. After you or they select the photos that they want to send, then you'll have the option to also write a caption. And when new photos are sent, you'll get a notification along with the caption. It has a large storage capacity of 32 gigabytes. And an anti-glare screen so that there is less reflection. It has super clear quality, which you can see, of 2K resolution. It also has built-in speakers, and I love that it is touchscreen so that I can easily change the settings if needed. Another cool feature is that you can send a reaction to any of the photos that were sent your way from friends and family. Now, I'm gonna add a few additional photos that I've taken of the kids over the summer, so that way, whenever I'm in the kitchen, I can look over and remember all of the fun times we had this summer. I'm sure I'll be adding new photos as they come and also changing it seasonally. You can also simply turn your Pexar frame to display all of your vertical photos more clearly as well. There are also lots of other customization options, including how long you want each picture to be displayed in your slideshow. But because photos are so priceless, this would make an amazing gift for the upcoming holiday or even for yourself. So go ahead and purchase the Pexar digital picture frame using the link in my description box below. So last week I finished decorating the kitchen, and at the very end I said, I think I need to add some sort of wreath up here. If you haven't checked out that video, I will tag it up here above. And I was testing out with two different wreaths. The first wreath, it was probably hard to see, but it was actually a little bit red. It did pull burgundy a little bit, but I felt like up there it was too red. My main colors this year are burgundy, gold, and like an emerald green color. And what I've been doing a lot with a lot of my existing decor is just adding a burgundy colored bow to a lot of things, such as like this wreath that I'm doing, candle holders, anything that would make it pop a bit. I love the velvet ribbon, and this ribbon in particular I got off of Amazon. I've been using these command strips a lot recently, and they're really good for, I think, lighter items. I used them for our stockings last year, and after 3 days, our stockings started kind of falling down. So luckily this wreath is pretty light. So I'm going to use this to put the wreath on. I'm going to actually put the command strip behind the trim of that vent hood and then just have it hang down. I think it looks great, and it kind of just finalizes the whole top shelf in all of these cabinets of the kitchen. And hopefully it doesn't fall on me while I'm cooking. But the next thing I have been wanting this from our house for like 3 years. I first saw this beautiful reindeer head from Rebecca Robison's channel. She's a professional interior designer, and she had the massive one. So ever since then, I've always had in the back of my head that I wanted this, and my mom actually got it for me and gifted me. This is the smaller reindeer head candle holder, and it is gorgeous. So I'm unboxing it to see what it looks like. I initially knew I wanted it, but I didn't know where I was going to put it. And it comes in 3 different pieces. So you can what is it? Like twist the antlers around in any direction. So, and to me, it's as dreamy as it looks online. I love that it's kind of like a brass color, but it's not super gold. So you can mix and match like whatever your color scheme is. So I end up adding it to my main console table in the living room. I didn't exactly know how I was going to style it, but she is a beautiful, beautiful deer. So let's move on and style this console table. Now I have these they're called cascading lights, and I've used them on my Christmas tree, and they give you that beautiful twinkling effect. Like for example, if you don't have one of those viral Home Depot trees, you can add these to your tree and it will give it a beautiful twinkle effect. Now last year, the thing is that this wire is so thin, and it comes in all of these pieces and cascades down, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to untie and undo this knot. It's terrible, but I need some lights for my wreath. So I was like, let me see if I can just cut the knot out. It'll make the strands a lot smaller. I have no idea at this point if it's going to work, but what do I have to lose? So after I cut it, I have a couple of long strands, a couple of short strands, and the knot is gone. This will be easier to manage. And I'm like, this is going to work perfectly on my wreath, if in fact the lights still work after I plug them in. So lucky for me, they're working, but they're like kind of flashing in and out. And I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this Norfolk wreath that I purchased from a local store called Craftex. A lot of my decor, my garland, is from this local store called Craftex. I'll link them down below. They ship some items, but not everything. So I'm going to take the chance, wrap these lights in, or wrap the lights in this wreath, and just hope that it doesn't go out. Now, when I fast forward this, I mean, these lights look super, super bright and strobe lighty, but you can see just how thin these little strands are. And the only bad thing is that you can't control the mode of the light. So this is like when you plug them in, this is the only mode that they will go in. But I did see that you can get some cascading lights on Amazon. I'll link that below, but the ones that I purchased, in particular, these are from Craftex. Now here you're probably wondering, what the heck am I doing? I want to hang this wreath on the really big mirror, but this is too low. So I'm going to put the deer head underneath the wreath, and if I didn't bend this, then basically it would just hang too low. So I'm just going to test this out, bend it, and see if it's noticeable. If it is too noticeable, then I'm just going to have to use a command strip or something and rehang it. But I think I'm able to get it hidden. And then what I'm going to do is tie a burgundy ribbon or a burgundy ribbon bow, and also a emerald green bow to just give it a little bit extra, or make it look a little extra. Now this ribbon is my ribbon from Amazon, and it is not wired, so it gives you kind of that floppy, flowy bow.
feel it in the air. It's getting colder, but yet so warm. Before we know it, it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. This year, I'ma give me something special. It doesn't cost a dime, but it's precious. Hopes that I won't forget it, then I won't forgive him, no. Been thinking about you and me, another kind of chemistry. I got nothing on my Christmas list but you, but you. I love the snow.
So this is the space that I'm going to be working with. This is my main console table mirror that is right in our living room. I had a couple of options here. I thought about doing like garland around the top of the mirror and have it kind of cascade down. But I ultimately decided that since my mantle right next to this is going to have all of the garland, then I'm just going to add a wreath on the top. And then I will add the garland on top of the console table. My next video will be the Christmas tree and the mantle. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on your bell notification. That one is going to be beautiful. And you'll see how everything I have all ties together. But I love the wreath on the top of the mirror, and no one will ever know that I bent the wreath hook, well, except for everyone. But let's go ahead and add the garland on the top of the table. I had all of this garland from last year. This is the Norfolk garland. Okay, so last year I kept saying North Fork garland, and now I've been corrected many times. It's Norfolk. And now I can't even say it at all. So it's this trending garland. But I'm going to add a couple of books. These are just regular decorating books that I have. And I'm going to raise the deer head and put that right in the center. I have these gold candles from Hobby Lobby, and that's what I'm going to add to her antlers. I feel like she needs a name, so you guys help me pick out a name for her. And I can't do anything without breaking something, so I'm going to kind of hide that I dropped and just broke the candle that I had. My initial idea for this space was to really have the reindeer head as the main focal point and keep this area super simple. Like, I wasn't going to add anything around it except for some candles. I had been testing things here and there, and I did have these bells on a couple of my garlands from last year when we had stairs, and I hung them in front of the stairs. So I'm going to swap out the garland and use the ones with the bells. I think it just adds just something super simple. Also, whenever I did my living room makeover video, lots of comments that you did not like my little poof in my basket underneath this area. I tried to use what I had around the house, but I ordered some new poofs and they were back ordered until December, so just bear with me there. But do any of y'all like have that decorator stare where you're just staring at it going, there's something missing here and I just don't know what it was? So I decided, well, I actually got asked from a friend to help decorate at a church event where they are going to be doing some live broadcasting for some Christmas music, and they needed help doing some of the designing or some of the Christmas decor setup. So I've been working with a friend, helping her set up for that shoot, and she had this cool idea to have this frameless frame. And anyway, it gave me some inspiration and some ideas. So anyway, I'm trying to think of how to add more to this space without overdoing it. And I bought this blank frame and I thought that it needed something in it. So I'll show you the blank frame in a minute, but I had these bells already and I am hot gluing some burgundy ribbon around it. Now, I can't take off the burlap part of it. It is glued tight. It's not like I can just take it off and then tie the ribbon around it. So I'm using this to hot glue burgundy ribbon around it. And anyway, we are going to use this to create a beautiful bell frame. Now, I have not seen this idea or an image or a picture of it anywhere, I'm just hoping that it looks good. But let's go ahead and DIY this frame so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my...
So the bells were from Craft Tex, and this is the blank frame. I think I said frameless frame earlier. I meant pictureless frame. So this gold frame is from Hobby Lobby. And now I'm just trying to see how I want the bells to fall. I didn't know if I wanted them to like cover the whole top or just have a cluster right there in the middle. Now they are already clustered, so I don't really want to just cut them all off, which that could also be an option. Or if you just bought a set of bells off of Amazon, you could kind of create a line of bells over the top, or just however you want to style it. So I'm thinking, how do I do this? How do I actually get it in? So I'm just gonna use a nail and nail it in, and I'm keep checking the front, like please don't crack in half, because who knows. So I just did it a little bit, and this is perfect to hang the set of bells. But honestly, this was such an easy DIY, and it's like so unique and creative. So y'all can do it and get creative with it, whether you're hanging ornaments in the middle or bells or, you know, whatever you want.
Don't believe this. No. Y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah.
So another idea is to layer pictures, which is exactly what I'm doing here. Now, I got that picture off of Etsy, and if you saw my last video, I hung it next to our cabinet, and this picture I got off of from Hobby Lobby. Anyway, the tree picture, I ended up ordering one more from... The shop is called the 19th Collective off of Etsy, and you can like customize the prints that you want. So I ordered another tree print that I will probably swap out here and then put that one back next to the cabinet, because the tree print is not a specific Christmas tree. It's more of like a wintry tree. So anyway, I can use it up. So anyway, what I'm doing here is styling and layering all of the frames together.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit.
I'm loving the way it turned out, but let me know what y'all think. There was one small thing that I was like, this little frame needs a little branch or little garland piece up top. Those are actually stems. I use them in my big pot in the kitchen, but I just pulled one out, and I'm just going to set it right on top of the picture frame, and then, of the bell frame, and then I am going to add a little bow up top.
It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
The next thing I'm going to do is add these cascading lights to the garland on the table. These are ones that are not all knotted up because last year I individually wrapped them so that they would be easier to undo, but I'm just going to add these here.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire.
So we do have a fireplace, but I'm actually going to add our stockings here. I need to get some better hooks, but for right now I'm gonna add the stockings and then push the drawer in to kind of hold them in. The stockings were from Pottery Barn last year, and last year I did a lot of red and green, and when I ordered them, I thought they were gonna be red, but they came in burgundy, so that is also what inspired my burgundy this year.
So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. Making plans for what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk.
Here's a super sneak peek of what you'll see next week with the mantle, but let's move on to decorating the dining room table. Now, I just wanted to quickly mention that if you have always wanted to start a side gig, or there's something that you love doing or have been interested in starting a YouTube channel, I have a couple options to help you get started. I have a free YouTube Power Kit, which are the 7 things you need to successfully start a YouTube channel. I also have the Behind the Camera Beginner course, meaning if you have no idea where to start, this would be a great place for you to start. And then I also have my signature course for those who have gotten started and just need a clear direction, which also comes with direct coaching from me. I'm going to link all 3 of those down below in my description box, and I would love to help you on your YouTube journey. Now, there's a little bit of a story around what I am unboxing here. I have never bought or even owned any type of fancy or festive dishware. If I've ever created a video, you'll know that I will borrow my mom's dishes to make a video. And in fact, if I'm being completely honest, we use paper plates most of the time. Less dishes, it's easier, whatever. But earlier this year, my grandfather passed away, and my grandmother had passed away a few years prior to that. It was a tradition of ours to always go to my grandparents' home to have Christmas, and it was a feast, let me tell you. They are from a town in Ohio called Steubenville, which is about 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. That is where my mom is from. And our tradition was to always get the family together. And on Christmas Eve, we would do what's called the Feast of the Seven Fish, which I think is more of like an Italian Catholic tradition up there in the Northeast. So they would go to what's called the Strip, get all of the seafood, which is like just a market basically. We'd get all the seafood and have this huge feast. And then on Christmas, we would always have Italian food and lasagna. So over the years, my mom had bought my grandparents all of these beautiful Christmas dishes. And whenever they passed and my mom was up there helping clear stuff out, she asked if I wanted all of the dishes. And I said yes, so she had shipped all of the Christmas dishes, which is what I'm going to be using here to decorate. So not only is this decoration, but it is actually super sentimental for me. If you have any super cool Christmas traditions, let me know them in the comments down below. But what I'm showing here is this big tray. I got this tray thing at Craft Tex. Now, I initially just wanted to do the whole table, but because I have kids, I need something that I can move. So like if I just decorate this tray, then I can just pick it up and move it if I need to. So my kids don't mess with it, or if we're like doing other things at the table, I can easily move it. Now I have this extra ribbon that I got again from Craft Tex. You'll see me decorate it in one of my, in probably the next video. And I had just enough left. I'm going to add this special, I'm basically taping it to the tray just to give it some extra, I don't know, festivity. I don't know what to call it. You know how like some of the coolest things are always in the small details of things. So we'll see how it turns out. I had kind of an idea to use some stems and bells, and I had ornaments, and I just kept messing around with this and couldn't figure it out, but it turns out good. I'm going to use these stems as the base and kind of spread them around the tray. Now you can see a sneak peek of my tree. I had already decorated it. The collar is not that. I'm waiting for the collar to come in so that I can post the video, so just bear with me. But anyway, I pulled off these poinsettias I had already had in the tree, and I'm going to use these as a way to add some extra, I guess, beauty to this tablescape. In my head, I wanted to decorate it with some berries, but I could not find burgundy berries. There's red berries everywhere, but I had a little bit of trouble with burgundy. Some of you guys mentioned like painting things that I can't find the right color to, which is also a good idea. But I think that these ended up working out better than the berries. So this was actually super simple to make. I like the cluster of bells there. And in case you have an extra long table, which I do, this table is 108 inches long. It is from our house. So I've gotten questions on the hutch in the back. This table is from our house. The hutch in the back is from our house. And the chairs are from Pottery Barn. But since this is an extra long table, I am going to add candles on the end to make the table or centerpiece kind of feel a little elongated. And then of course I'm going to add little bows to the candles. So with this ribbon though, or with these bows that I'm making, I am making them extra long so that the ribbon kind of drapes down, if you can see what I mean. And also I don't have any special bow tying abilities or skills. I'm sure I could watch a video and learn all these tricks, but honestly, I just tie it like I'm tying a shoe and not overcomplicate it. Thinking, what am I missing? And it's these little lights. I got these from Hobby Lobby, and they look like the little cascading lights that I use on my tree every year, but I'm not using them on my tree this year because I got a different tree. So normally I would put the lights in right when I put in all the greenery, but I totally forgot about these. So I'm gonna wrap the lights around this area.
outside and the night is cold, everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas.
So the main centerpiece of the table is done, and now I am going to start unboxing and setting out all of the dishes. Now I realize after putting this together that there's more things that I need, like matching silverware. I need some pretty glasses. I maybe need some napkins and some placemats, but for the purpose of this video, we are just going to go a bit bare. I will probably need to reset this for Christmas Day because I am hosting, and this is the first year that my mom and stepdad will be joining us, as they will not be out of town this year with extended family. The last couple of years we couldn't make it up because of the amount of kids and just all the chaos, and so this will be an exciting year.
This time of year is a time to cheer. Let our loved ones, our family and friends have a Christmas with so much love and with joy and laughter. Let us make.
So we are just about done. I'll also be sharing you some photos at night because it just looks so much more gorgeous then. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got some good ideas. Make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss any of the videos that are to come in the next few weeks.
Lighting up this town, and as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you.
But I love you all. Merry Christmas and stay tuned.